Does everyone know who these guys are? Do I need to really introduce them?
Justin Blackmon.
Dan Bailey.
Brandon Weeden.
Portland.
All right, everybody good?
So request everybody turn their phones off. We've got several people carrying this live. So if you got your phone, if you wouldn't mind putting it on at least vibrate or silent mode. Yeah, go ahead, Brandon.
All right, first off, after talking to family and a lot of friends and just kind of everybody involved, Justin Blackmon's coming back to Oklahoma State, and so am I.
Yep. That's it.
You guys have the questions. Y'all have the question.
What was the process like? Both you guys, take us through it step by step. What was the process like?
Me personally, I wanted to wait till after the bowl game. I felt like that was the most fair thing to do, for this team. So once the bowl game was over, I sat down with family and got all my NFL papers back, which was actually back when I got back from San Antonio. And so when I got back, I, just kind of saw those, sat down with my wife, sat down with my family. I've talked to more people in the last 2 weeks than I probably talked to in the last 4 years. I mean, I've gotten every piece of advice I feel like I need to do to make the right decision. And I teetered back and forth, for 2 weeks. I mean, I'll be honest, I went back and forth, and I woke up one morning and I thought, you know what? I said, this is an opportunity of a lifetime to play at Oklahoma State, and just to play the guy like Blackmon, you don't get a chance like that all the time. So it's a tough decision, but I fucking made the right one.
And same thing with me. I waited till after the ball game to even start thinking about it, and I still didn't want to think about it. It was a tough decision, and I just talked to my family and the people that are close to me, and tried to get as much information as I could, and took it from there.
Ultimately, how much bearing did the other guy's decision have on your decision and your decision? Did you guys ever actually sit and have lunch or talk and just ask each other, what are you going to do?
Well, with me, it was pretty much all this guy right here, really. But we'll see. We talk to each other, through text message, phone calls, and things like that. And we got on the same page. We figured it out, and and we just came to this decision.
Yeah, I mean, same here. I mean, it was, once I knew for certain he was coming back, it was kind of a no-brainer for me. I mean, I'm in a unique situation. I mean, you guys all know my age and all that was going to play a factor, but, what's one more year? Especially if you play with a guy like this, it's going to make me better. I have a chance to make him better. I mean, it was good for all parties involved, and I can't read. I mean, playing at Oklahoma State's a privilege, and you don't get one opportunity to play here, and it was when Blackmon decided he was coming back, it was pretty much a lock I was coming back to.
At any point in the process for either guy where you were leaning the other way?
I think at first I was leaning. I think it was almost pretty much a given that I was leaning the other way. But after just sitting down, talking to people, and figuring it out, getting a bunch of information, and then talking to Brandon, trying to get him figure out what he's doing, and like you said, it can't hurt you. It can only make you better. Come back, can improve throughout the next year, and I think I can. Staying here one more year with the coaching and the strength conditioning staff we have here that can get me better and try to get me to my full potential.
Not intentionally on my part, but we ended up at the same eating establishment once last week, and you seemed so relaxed with the group of people you were with, except at one point you looked behind the screen and saw, and I'm guessing that's the first time you knew about Andrew Luck, and you looked at me and said, "Is that true?" What did that make you think? Because, are you paying attention to other guys in your position through this?
With Andrew Luck, he was supposed to be the first pick, and all that. And, I don't really watch, keep up with the sports and the sports centers like that. And so when that was the first time I seen it up, and that's why I was just kind of shocked that he was coming back to school after he was supposed to be up at the top position.
Were you paying attention, either one of you guys, to other guys in your position, other guys trying to make the decision?
Yeah, no question. I mean, that was, I keep going back to my situation. It's a little different. When I saw Luck was coming back, I was shocked for one, but I did my homework. I knew who was thinking about coming out and who was going to stay, and I weighed all my options there as far as that goes. But Yeah, I mean, it was, and that's what you base it on. You base it on the guys you're competing with, in a sense. The other guys at your position, and I feel like another year at Oklahoma State can make me better.
Do you guys have any information, or have you been given any information on where Coach Gundy stands with the coordinator search?
Not
That
yet.
made you feel better about staying, or are you just trusting that he'll do the
I
right
mean,
thing with the offense?
On my behalf, I mean, I trust he'll make the right decision. He's done it all along. I mean, every coach he's brought in has been a good coach and has fit exactly what we do, and they blend in well. So that, coming from the style of offense we played last year, obviously, we had some success and had a lot of fun. And I mean, just a shot in the dark. He would try to stay along the same style, I guess. But as far as guys, I have no idea. I mean, I don't know that information.
How much did the NFL possible lockout situation affect the decision?
That had no effect on my decision at all. So
Yeah, mine either.
With coming back, all the records you guys broke and everything last year and all the success, where do you put the goals now? Or just the offense and you guys individually?
I mean, individually break the records we broke last year. I mean, you won 11 games this year, and if we would have won 12 this year, we'd be playing the Big 12 championship. So, that's our ultimate goal is to win the Big 12 and then go from there. But we came so close last year, and that's the main thing. We were so close, and you can almost taste it. So, I know, after that OU game especially, I keep referring back to that when I think about what I want to do, and just that feeling after that. I don't want to feel that again, but I want to give them another shot and try to get another shot at that that Big 12 South title. And, like I said, it's been a long 2 weeks. I mean, I'm sure Blackmon's probably got it worse than I do, but people give you their insight and they tell you what they think, and nobody has answers, and that's the thing. Is you got to go with your gut, and the ultimate decision came down to us two, and we both decided this is the best fit for us.
For both of you guys, what did the NFL scouts say when you did your evaluation?
I mean, it was good. It was good. I'm not gonna lie there, but I think it can be better. That's the way it was good. It was a lot better than I expected, and it was a good opportunity. I'm not gonna lie, it was a great opportunity. But I feel like with another year along the same lines as last year, I think I can improve that status.
and it's the same with me. I mean, I think if I stay in here one more year, I think I can get a lot better and work on some things and get a better little evaluation.
How early in the season did you guys realize you would have this decision?
I knew Blackmon would right away. I mean, I've known that, but I mean, obviously you guys know how good of a player he is. It was going to be. I knew it was going to come to this for him. Me, it got 3/4 of the way through the year maybe is when it all started kind of blossoming, and it was kind of surreal because I never thought I'd be in the situation. But I'm fortunate. I'm glad I'm in. It was a good situation to be in. I mean, it's kind of a win-win situation, but it's all over now.
Guys, how much of your decision was based on the potential for next season to be a special season? People have you ranked in the top 10 preseason, contending for championships. How much was the decision based on how special the 2011 season could be?
I mean, like I said, I mean, we've got a lot of guys coming back. We lost some key guys like Ori and Kendall that have been staples and leaders for this team. But we've got a good core of guys that really like to play football and really have bought into what we're trying to do. And so I think coming back and there are a lot of young guys too. That's the nice thing. We won 11 games with a lot of inexperienced guys and a lot of young guys, and you can only think that it's going to get better. So we're excited with where we're at. We're excited to get going. We get going next week, and I think we try to keep this from being a big distraction from everybody else. But it's it's nice to have this over. Now we can really focus on what matters, and that's getting ready for next year.
When did you inform Coach Gundy, and how did you inform him, and what was his reaction?
Oh, I guess this is my way of informing him. I don't think I don't know. I haven't talked to him since the meeting I had with him.
I talked to him Sunday. Told him on Sunday, and I just told him basically what I'm telling you guys. And I talked to him. I went in and visited with Coach Gundy last week and kind of sat down and told him exactly how I felt. And he gave me his 2 cents, which was good advice. And he didn't sway one way or the other. I mean, I think most coaches would say, I think you should come back for another year and push you this way. But he never was. He was very good in the entire situation. And, I told him on Sunday.
Justin, is there anybody you have told that's been surprised that you're coming back?
I haven't even told anybody yet. This is my first time telling people. I told my parents, told my dad a couple of days ago, last night or something, but he was just real supportive of whatever decision I made, and he really didn't. He was just gonna go with whatever, and so I just told him, and he was like, "All right, we got you."
How about your posse? Had you told those three
Yeah,
guys?
I think there's some guys in the back that guessed it at least.
No, they didn't even know. So they were hoping, but no, they don't even know either. So
Your T-shirts will work for a while then.
boosters.
Justin, some sites had you as a mid-first round pick. That's a lot of money to turn down. How tough was that decision?
It really wasn't that tough because it's not like the money was in my hand, but it wasn't a guarantee. Those were just little sheets, and that could have been anywhere from mid to second round. So it just the way it played out. But I think that I can come back, get better, and hopefully pop up in maybe that top 10, get higher or something.
Did you guys talk to any former players or anything, just to kind of gauge how they went in, early, or if they stayed or anything like that?
Really, the only guy I really talked to was Zach. I called Zach, and we had a real long conversation and kind of picked his brain a little bit. And, he helped me out, but he's like, "Brandon, I'd hate to be in your situation. It's a different situation, and it's a tough decision." So that's really the only guy, player-wise, I spoke to.
Each of you guys talked about how maybe each other impacted, but did any of your other teammates, for instance, for you, offensive linemen, guys that obviously a quarterback gets close to, and same for you, any of your other teammates have an impact on this, or even all of them?
Yeah, when you have 5 guys up front that are coming back, that's very comforting for quarterbacks. That was huge. Blackmon and all of our receivers, and we lost Bo Bowling. We got Tracy Moore. He'll step in and just pick up where he left off, and guys like that. And we got real comfortable at the end of the year last year as far as wide receivers and running backs, and Joseph Randall's a true freshman, or was a true freshman. So we've got guys that really like to play football, and it's fun to come to the field every day because these guys love doing what we're doing. So really and truly just everybody. There's not one person in particular, just everybody that's involved.
Brendan, was your biological clock a factor at all?
Absolutely. No, yeah, it was. That was really what it all came down to. What is one extra year as far as age versus what is one extra year on the field, and and what's the difference between 27 and 28? I guess is the way I looked at it. And and on the flip side is I get to come back here and play 13 games, and hopefully 14. So next year I'll be playing football regardless. Whereas if I go to the NFL or decide to go to the NFL, I wouldn't be playing right away. Basically being a second team guy, you're not getting any snaps. So, yeah, absolutely. But my whole thinking was I kept telling myself, what's the difference? What's 1 year when you're already 27 years old? So.
Brandon, the fact that you are older, but those years you spent before were not contact sports.
Right.
Did the NFL, those guys have anything to say about that? The fact that you really haven't been in those situations?
Yeah, they said exactly that. Your body's still pretty fresh, and you haven't been hit very much, which is nice on their end. And I don't, my body feels great. I don't feel, but I think since I was playing baseball, which is kind of a non-contact sport, I think that really helped in their minds, thinking that age won't really be a factor. I think if you asked of the 32 teams, I would bet 16 think my age is a factor, and 16 probably don't. So it's kind of a catch-22.
Brandon, having the perspective that you have, having been thrust into the real world before and been through the process, how much did that help as far as your maturity, being able to look at this as I'm in this little college utopia right now. I don't want to go back out there right now.
I've been out there before, and so it really wasn't a deciding factor. If I did decide to go that way, I'd be ready for anything that was thrown at me. But it's I'm 6 hours from getting my degree, and that's important to me and my family. So I get to get my degree, come back and enjoy another season. That wasn't the main thing. It really wasn't as far as the lifestyle and all that outside of school versus the NFL, but just what opportunity I had. And I think this gives me the best opportunity.
Have either of you guys thought about insurance policies?
Not yet.
Yeah.
We will. Trust me, we will. All right.
Start spring football in about 7 weeks. So even if the offense isn't identical to Dana's, you've been assured by Coach Gundy that it'll be extremely comparable. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think so. I think he saw what we did on the field last year. I think he liked what he saw. You know, I think we had a lot of success. I mean, we won 11 games. It's never been done around here. So I think, you know, that was a positive end. So I think he's gonna. You know, if I'm reading into it the right way and the way I think he's going to stay with somebody that is familiar with what we do and kind of stay along the same lines. I think it fits what we do. I've been saying that all year. Is it fits the personnel of guys we have real well, and we can still run the football. You know, we throw it all over the place. We're pretty balanced. So it's a great fit for who we have intact.
I'm going to guess neither one of you maybe have thought about this, but just in what you did on the field this season, obviously, that did a lot for Oklahoma State football. Have you thought what you're doing right, the statement you're making right now, what that's going to say and what that's going to do for Oklahoma State football?
I mean, I really haven't thought about it. I mean, you know, like you said, we've been doing a lot of thinking about this decision that we're making. You know, is how it's going to affect us and the rest of our families. And, you know, really, I haven't thought about too many things other than that throughout these last couple of weeks. So, I mean, I really haven't thought about it, but I know it's going to impact the school and the whole little community here quite a bit with us coming back.
I mean, to kind of go off what he says, we got something pretty special going on right now. You know, we won 11 games and got some guys coming in that are highly touted players, and the ceiling's it's just going up. You know, and so to be a part of something like that and to kind of feel like you're kind of started, I guess, in a sense, not started but kept it going, is pretty important to me. So, you know, playing at Oklahoma State's a lot of fun. I mean, I think it's you know, coming out here in front of 65,000 people when it's rowdy and there's a lot of orange and they're on your side. I mean, there's not a feeling like running that tunnel out in Boone Pickens. So it's a lot of fun, and you know, we've got the best fans in the country, and they've been with us, you know, all along. And the deal is everywhere you go, you know, you coming back, you know, and they don't want you to come back. And I think this decision we both made will hopefully make a lot of people happy.
Last question or two. What you got next week?
You still have 2 years of eligibility. Do you know going into this year this is going to be it for you?
I mean, I don't know that either, but you know, I'm just gonna go take it game by game like we did this season, and at the end of the season we'll come to the decision.
Is there something that both of you could address that you might have learned along the way that will impact the way you work this off season, or things that you do to try to improve, you know, what you heard from the NFL folks?
I mean, I think obviously when you get to the NFL, the big deal is as far as quarterbacks go is pro style, taking 7-step drops under center, 5-step drops under center, which is stuff that I don't feel is a problem. I think it's kind of a non-issue when it's all said and done, you know. But I think those are the questions that I'll be asked when it all comes down to it next year if I'm in the same situation again. Is can you take snaps under center and still go through your progressions and function in an NFL style offense? And my answer to that is you know, that takes a little while, but I still feel like I can make every throw, and I think I can make all the throws the guys on Sundays do. So when people term our offense a system, it gets under my skin because, you know, I mean, yeah, we run screens, but they run screens on the NFL. They're throwing comebacks and posts and stuff that, you know, we do the same exact stuff. So I think the only answer, I mean, he does it all. He's pretty legit. He doesn't really need to work on a whole lot, but I think I just need to get under center and take some 5 and 7 drops and stuff.
And you know, some of the things that I know just from me that I need to work on, you know, is certain things that you can always get better at as far as route running and you know, ball in the air, you know, seeing the ball in the air, catching the ball. You know, you can never do enough of that, and that's something that I'll probably do a lot throughout this off season, throughout the next year.
Am I good? Thank you.
Actually,